Paulogia, he's a atheist YouTuber, and he's got a pretty decent sized following. I'm Cameron Bertuzzi, first of all, and in tonight's live stream, I'll be responding to atheist YouTuber Paulogia. Tell me, wait, how do I say this?
Paulogia.
He says, can you ask what Dr. Gary Habermas thinks about Paulogia's theory?
Yeah, that's right.
Paul's statement, false more than once. He says, last of all, he appeared to me, and he already said, 1 Corinthians 9:1, he uses a normal word for sight. Paulogia either doesn't know the data, or he just wants to whisk it away by going, these are hallucinations. But back to the Jesus seminar, the statement by Paul, I saw the risen Jesus, they judge it to be red.
Paulogia.
Red.
Paulogia. He's an atheist YouTuber. I never know how to pronounce his name. I'm currently here with Dr. Andrew Loke.
Yeah, that's right.
And this is a response video to a video by Paulogia. Paulogia. I always forget how to correctly pronounce his...
Paulogia.
But so today we are doing a very, very in-depth response to this video that Paulogia put out. So Andrew, is there anything that you would like to say before we get started here?
There's a lot of errors in what he says, misrepresentations, for example. I think there are plenty of them, as I will show later on. And as I was going through the video, I began to realize that, if we are going to give a response, it will be about at least 2 hours, I think. Yeah, so I think that it will be practically impossible for me to have a discussion which will likely end up in a debate with him, because I think quite a lot of people...
Thank you for joining me today on the show. I've got Dr. Sean McDowell. I listened to your discussion between yourself and Paulogia, and I always screw up how to pronounce his name, but I think I've got it right this time, Paulogia.
That's why I'd like you to support my friend Cameron Bertuzzi.
Let's see if you're interested in coming onto the show and just sharing some more thoughts.
I think Paulogia feels disappointed at the evidence because he had been told growing up as a Christian or reading certain Christian apologists who had overstated the case.
Is that what we say? I've got David Wood with me.
Could I respond to a moral challenge from an atheist channel called Paulogia or Paulogia? I don't know how he pronounces
Paulogia.
He says Paulogia?
Paulogia.
Okay. So Paulogia issued a moral challenge to Christians.
TikTok, time to rock.
How about Eric Hovind on Paulogia's channel? What? Paul is excited about that. Yes, Paul. You know I've already blown your mind with this stuff, Paul. So he's my atheist friend, Israel. Paul, looking forward to having your comments on that one as well.
Hello, I'm here today with Dr. William Lane Craig.
It's just sad that this Paulogia is so taken in by Professor Ehrman on these things when Habermas is giving us a more accurate representation.
When Paulogia explains this, he's going to get it wrong.
So if you don't know who Andrew is, he is the associate professor in the Department of Religion and Philosophy at Hong Kong Baptist University.
Yeah, that's right.
But the point is that this is a response to a video that he did in response to a video that Dr. Andrew and I recorded. I'm hoping that there's nothing wrong on your end. It looks like we might be having some connection issues. And now Andrew is gone. Can you hear me, Andrew? I don't think he can hear me.
Honestly, we're quite upset about this.
It looks like we have a lot of...
You're not pathetic.
Andrew, can you hear me? Testing.
And even
Well, that's no good. Okay, I may have to unfortunately end this live stream. Because this is live, we can actually edit this afterwards.
And mislead people. Oh, hi,
All right,
Cameron.
looks like you're back.
Yeah, that's right. Suddenly you went off. I don't know why.
Okay. Welcome back to the show. Is there anything that you would like to say before we get started here?
I mean, I'm surprised at how many people actually says, oh, Paulogia, you did a good job. Paulogia, you have debunked Andrew Loke. I'm surprised at how many people actually don't read my book. They just believe what Paulogia says, and they are misled by Paulogia, right? So I think Paulogia owes me an apologia.
And today on the channel, I've got Dr. Mike Licona.
Now, let's state it in such a way that's going to be friendliest to what Paulogia is saying here. It just doesn't work out.
Good to meet you.
He's become a legend in the world of atheists.
Today, I am with Dr. Braxton Hunter.
Paulogia seems to absolutely be cherry-picking his evidence from the pages of Scripture. He's picking the elements from the scriptural account, whether that be the Gospels or Acts.
And today I've got Dr. Lydia McGrew.
Paulogia is waving his hand in the direction of Ehrman, something about people telling stories, and so of course they're going to agree with one another.
He's on the brink of 40,000 subscribers.
We had talked about it last week with Theodore Sebastian. There's a lot of claims against the resurrection. It's a really classic atheist thing to do. Now, we're not just picking any old atheist, we're picking a new hot guy. So today's episode is on Paulogia.
I've heard it both ways. I've heard Paulogia. I don't know. I don't even know if he knows how to pronounce his name.
I wish apologists paid enough attention to me that I could have someone clip them saying my name often like that so I could get my own countdown song.